Hello duelists, Rasmero here, and tonight I've got a short little opening for you guys, and it's this special pack from the Yu-Gi-Oh! OCG known as the Link VRAINs edition. So for those of you guys who don't know, this special edition pack came out like quite a few months ago, and it was a gift to all of the people in Japan who subscribed to the V-Jump magazine. So it contains 4 ultra rares, which are 4 Link monsters that are supposed to represent each of the 4 main characters of VRAINs. So I don't want to risk damaging these cards with my normal opening style, so I'm just gonna cut it open like this. Alright. So up first, we've got a Link monster that's supposed to represent Yusaku and Playmaker. Cyber's Accelerator, looking really awesome with that artwork over there. I mean, you can see his hand pointed out outwards, and it's like opening all these windows just like a hacker. Just like what Yusaku and Playmaker do inside the anime itself. Really cool looking design card, really love the helmet and the visor over there, pretty nice. But for a Link 3, 2000 is pretty low. After that, here we've got the card that represents Revolver, and this is Reloader Dragon. Oh my god, the ultra rare foiling for these cards looks amazing. So this is basically supposed to be a support card for the Rocket and Voral Load, that whole archetype. And up next, we've got a Link monster that represents Blue Angel, which is Trickster, Bloody Mary. Really liking the design of these cards. Like the normal, I don't really like the normal Tricksters because they are a bit too like cutesy, a little bit on like the sort of girly side. But this one, Bloody Mary looks like a really epic, badass monster that's really gonna help you trash your opponents. And up next, we've got a big Link 4 monster in order to represent Onizuka in the VRAINs anime. We have Goki, Destroy Ogre. Wait, is his name Onizuka? I think so. Alright, it's been a while since he's appeared, so I haven't caught up on the latest episodes, yeah. So here we have a Link 4 Goki support monster. So I guess I'll just discuss their effects a bit while I slowly sleeve them up. Alright, so let's start off with Cyber's Accelerator. So it's a light attribute monster, Cyber's of course, Link 3 with 2000 attack. And its summoning conditions are 2 or more monsters except tokens. So during the battle phase, you can target one Cyber's monster that this card points to, and either give it 2000 attack or allow it to make up to 2 attacks on monsters during each battle phase that turn, and this card won't be able to attack the turn that it's activated. Also, you cannot use the effects of Cyber's Accelerator more than once per turn, so the most you'll be able to use is to activate one Cyber's Accelerator. Having 2 Cyber's Accelerators on your field won't help. So all in all, I think it's a pretty versatile, interesting card, but nothing too amazing. Like, I guess it could be useful situation-wise, but for Link 3 monster and for 2000 attack, I mean honestly, I don't think you would summon it that often. Like, if I had enough materials to summon a Link 3 monster, I'd probably summon something else instead, yeah. So I guess if I were to give this a rank, maybe I'd give it like a 6.5 to 7 out of 10. I mean, it's a really cool card though. I mean, just check out that awesome artwork. So Reloader Dragon will be a dark attribute dragon, of course, with Link 2 and 1800 attack. Its summoning conditions are 2 rocket monsters. Its effect is you can target another Link monster you control and special summon 1 rocket monster from your hand to your zone that Link monster points to. But it cannot be used as Link material and you destroy it during the end phase. So you can already see why this dragon's called Reloader Dragon. He's basically there to help you get more rocket monsters on the field in order to sacrifice as fodder in order to give the effect to either Voral Load Dragon or maybe other boss monsters for the archetype that will require such fodder in the future. Also, yeah, you can only use this effect once per turn. And when this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can target a rocket monster in your graveyard and add it to your hand. So, pretty nice recycling of resources there. I mean, overall, I think it's about along the same vein as Cyber's Accelerator. Pretty interesting card with some utility that could be pretty helpful depending on the situation. This one's a bit more, how do I put it? I feel like Cyber's Accelerator is a bit more situational. This one's a bit more generally kinda useful as long as you're playing a rocket deck. But still, I give it about a 7 out of 10 total as well. Yeah. So there we have Reloader Dragon. So Trickster, Bloody Mary. Light attribute, fairy of course, Link 2 with 2000 attack. So To be very honest, I'm not a competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist. Okay, maybe I now am sort of a competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist in Duel Links, but I'm still not really a competitive duelist in like the actual Yu-Gi-Oh! OCG or TCG. So, I mean, this will not be a totally informed decision, but I have to say that out of the 4 cards in this set, if there's one card that would be interesting to competitive duelists, like a card that would be quite viable competitively and would make competitive duelists want to buy this pack in order to get that card, it alone would be this Trickster Bloody Mary, and this is why. Well, first of all, its summoning conditions are 2 Trickster monsters. Each time a Trickster monster is normal or special summoned to a zone this card points to, you gain 200 life. So, contrary to the other Trickster boss monsters we've seen so far, instead of inflicting small burn, this one's small heal in exchange, which is sort of how it gets its namesake, that whole vampiric effect of Bloody Mary. You can discard a Trickster card and each player draws 1 card. And if this effect is activated while your life is at least 2000 higher than your opponent's, you draw 2 cards instead. So, this effect already has a lot of synergy with the Trickster deck, and with its additional potential, which activates when you have 2000 life or more above your opponent, it gets more synergy with Bloody Mary's first effect as well. So this card alone already has 2 effects that work quite well in synergy with each other. And of course, you can only use this effect of Trickster Bloody Mary once per turn, if not that will be a bit too OP. And yeah, so at the same time, while being able to promote your burn damage to the opponent, it also promotes your resources while also allowing you to heal up as well. So I think I've had some experience fighting Trickster on YGO Pro, and most of the time it's been quite a nightmare, like the slow burn, and then you just find yourself getting destroyed without really being able to do anything about it. Like, at least that was when I was playing early on, right after Circuit Break came out. Don't really know what the meta game is currently like now, but in any case, this is a card that really solidifies what Trickster does, I feel, and makes Trickster's place even more potentially deadly and more foolproof as well. So giving it a rating, I'll give it an 8 out of 10. And for reference, like, if I give it an 8 out of 10, then I think that it'll be quite strong competitively. Yeah. We have the final card of this set, the only Link 4 monster, Goki Destroy Ogre. So this is a Earth attribute Link 4 monster with 2800 attack, and it is warrior type. Its summoning conditions are 2 or more Goki monsters. And its effects are: the first time each monster this card points to would be destroyed by battle each turn, it is not destroyed. During your main phase, you can activate this effect. You cannot special summon monsters for the rest of this turn except Goki monsters. Also, your opponent special summons up to 2 monsters from their graveyard. Then you special summon up to that many Goki monsters from your graveyard to your zones that this card points to, except Link monsters. And you can only use this effect of Goki Destroy Ogre once per turn. So it kind of gives you a +2, but it also gives your opponent a +2 at the same time, kind of. But I mean, since its link arrows are left, right, and bottom left, bottom right, I guess the protection effect is quite interesting, like the very first effect, which allows to protect the other Goki monsters on the field. Because I mean, Goki generally is, you basically swarm, keep on getting Goki monsters on the field, prevent them from getting destroyed, and then crush your opponent with the sheer weight of the wave of Goki you have on your field. But actually, if you look at the on a whole, I don't think this card is very impressive, like especially for a Link 4 monster. Like, I mean, Firewall's gonna destroy, Borreldote's pretty much gonna ruin its day. And yeah, it's also reflected in the price. If you look up Japanese websites, the price of this card is basically a super cheap card compared to the rest of the cards available in this set. So rating wise, really I have to give it like a 4.5 or a 6 out of 10. Like, if I was playing Goki, like, I wouldn't gather 4 resources to summon this card. I like summon like a Thunder Ogre, or even like just get the Link 3 Ogre boss monster. Shit, what's his name again? Goki. Okay, forget about it. I don't really play Goki, so I'm not too familiar with the cards, but yeah. Generally, I don't think this is that great of a card compared to the rest of the cards in this set / pack. Alright, so let's just look through these awesome looking cards one more time. So first we have representing Playmaker, Cyber's Accelerator, followed by the representative of Revolver, we have Reloader Dragon. Up next, representing Blue Angel, we have Trickster Bloody Mary. And representing Onizuka, we have Goki Destroy Ogre. So that was a really awesome, nice pack to pull. Really nice to add these 4 awesome looking ultra rares to my collection. If you enjoyed this video and found my comments about each card interesting, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh content. And do look out for next Friday because I'll be opening a box of the brand new Yu-Gi-Oh OCG set, Duelist Pack Legend Duelist 2, which will feature the return of Pegasus and brand new support cards for many retro archetypes such as Weevil Underwood's Insect Queens, Bandit Keeps, Barrel Dragon, and also Chess Princeton. A lot of stuff to go with the Dual World GX release in Duel Links basically, yeah. So with that, hope you guys enjoyed the video and see you in the next Yu-Gi-Oh video. Let's access the spinning, swirling data storm, and with the wind our hearts are made to the speed.